Grace and peace, everybody. You didn't see the thumbnail, but you might have seen the title, but you knew we were going to do this no matter what. The Fani Willis case, the verdict, the decision is in. So let's talk about it. So the judge, I'm going to actually pull in the, we're going to use the Chicago 7. I got a couple of different news sources that are talking about it at the current moment, but I think I want to do the Chicago 7 just to be something different, just to hear it from a different source. But, tried and true, Atlanta First has been in the clutch all this whole time. So I got to give them a little bit of shine too, but they don't have it. They don't actually have it on. Okay, let's do Chicago. All right, so Chicago News 7, ABC 7 is talking about it, and it just reported it a few moments ago. You probably already heard what the actual ruling was. And I want to hear what you all think, because I know there's going to be tons of thoughts, tons of opinions about it. Lots of very intelligent YouTubers and content creators are going to be discussing it. And I want to hear what they're going to say too. So it's going to be pretty wild the rest of the day. And though I already have some opinions on it, I want to hear what you all think. So I appreciate y'all stopping in and coming by on today. Rebecca says, what I think she said, what I kind of appreciate. I'm speechless. I kind of agree. But this is just meant to hear what you all think, give you a voice and an opportunity. Wow, Kathy, I totally get it. Grace and peace, Kiana. Thank you so much. Kiana said, I knew he would do this. Dersh called it. Yeah, Dershowitz, was it last night? Last night we watched Alan Dershowitz. He said it. Wow, Rechurch says. Listening to local attorneys in the area, and they think this just opens the door to other witnesses and whistleblowers to be allowed to come forward as witnesses in the case moving forward. Wait, witnesses come forward. I don't know how that... I don't get it. Double-minded, Mary says. And I might be just misunderstanding. It might be just reading. It might be some comprehension I don't get. Why would this allow other... Yeah, I don't know. However, I didn't think of this option. None of this calls into question her character. Rechurch says, yeah. I mean, sadly, yeah, I do not agree with this decision, but again, I am a kindergarten law school student. I am not a law student at all. I feel like this is a play, though. He wants a job when he loses the election. He ignored perjury issue. He did not want to face her wrath. This is awful. I totally get it. I totally get it. I see some people last night, we were in disagreement. Last night, a friend just called and told me, I'm so disappointed in this decision, but not surprised. There we go. He wanted his kids to be proud of his decision. Yeah, I guess. I don't know how one is proud of this, in my opinion, in my 2 cents. I don't know how you would be proud of this, but it is what it is. Now, they're saying that this is a trial plate so that the defense will be able to push for a jury trial. Therefore, her credibility would be in question if it was up to the jury, not the judge. Okay, I don't know. I understand what they're saying. This is well out of my legal expertise. If we can, I think I've already proven that my legal expertise is pretty vapid. All right. So I see Nate the lawyer is talking about it, and he's reading the case. I've had no opportunity to read it yet. So as you can clearly see, I literally just jumped in, and I need to get my hat. I don't even got a hat. I only got my glasses, crying out loud. Great Friday to you as well, sister. Can this decision be appealed? I don't know. That's a fantastic question. Unbelievable. It's definitely going to be contested. I mean, there's for sure. So I don't know if it can be appealed or it can just be seen as, a blight on Fulton County, whatever. But yeah, definitely. I don't know if it can be appealed, but I totally think that if it can be, let's say like this, if it can be appealed, trust me, we will hear about it in very, very short time. Grace and peace there, Independent Mail. Good to see you, brother. Thank you very much for all that you've been doing in this regard as well, too, brother. Grace and peace. Yeah, I just wanted to give you all an opportunity to kind of hear what your thoughts were in regards to this and what you're thinking. So I think this has been a very wild couple of months. So I want to see what you all think. So let's talk about it. It can be appealed. The lawyer said that they would. Yeah, I figured as much. I would be surprised if they didn't appeal it. Let's just say it like that. My. To think the judge was fair and balanced. Wow. I mean, we're going to look at it and, I guess we thought, and my name is Jason. I'm a kindergarten law school student. I totally thought that it was a slam dunk. Get her out of here. Run her out of here on a hot rail. But hey, I mean, yeah. So let's look at it. All right, let's bring this in. Thank you so much for jumping in with me this morning. I know that we didn't plan it, and we definitely have a live stream planned tonight with Rick Caldwell from Caldwell Apologetics. We're going to be talking about it, but let's look at it. AJC, the Atlanta Journal-Constitution. Judge rules Fulton DA Willis can stay if Wade steps down. Why did I do that? I did it again. I opened up the one that requires me to have a subscription. Totally rookie mistake. Total rookie mistake. Sorry about that. If Wade steps down, I mean, Wade gets his $600,000, almost $700,000 and can walk away. Good gracious. Yeah, I'm sorry, Judge McAfee. That's horrible, in my opinion. In my opinion, that's horrible. So he gets his money and runs, and Fani gets to stay. Boy, good gravy. Can they still go on dates? If she pays cash? All right. So, that's pretty bad. All right. Judge rules Fani Willis can stay on Trump's Georgia election case. Judge tells Willis if she stays special prosecutor, if she stays special prosecutor, whom she had a relationship, must go. Yeah. Why would he be able to stay is a question. Was that an option that he could have stayed? Wow. Yeah, I'm a little perplexed now. I think I'm a little bit more confused than I was before I jumped on. Like, did he have the opportunity to stay? Like, you didn't see reason for them to leave. Oh my gosh. Or be asked to leave or whatever like that. All right, let's go. Let's pull it in. Let's talk about it. All right. Fulton County judge decision allowing Fani Willis to continue prosecuting the 2020 election interference case, which is going to be a sham. All right. All right, let's get this party rocking. Let's go. I'm zooming in. Get those advertisements off the side. I like it. Let's go. Judge Scott McAfee ruled on Friday that Fulton County DA Fani Willis can stay on and prosecute the Georgia 2020 election interference racketeering case against former president and his 14 co-defendants. McAfee said, however, that Willis would have to remove Special Prosecutor Nathan Wade from the case in order for her and her office to remain. Why would... Yeah, that just seems like, why would she want to keep him? That's easy. He's cannon fodder. All right. I'm going to pull up the decision next. How long is it, I wonder? Oh my gosh, it does look like it's many pages though. Let's see. Somebody said last night it's going to be 700 pages. Let's see. 21. Okay, hold on. Because my bet was that it was going to be, it's 23 pages. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. I mean, at least there's something good out of here. All right. Oh, that was it. Okay, let's read this decision. Oh my gosh. All right, let's jump back and go back to the beginning. All right. All right. So, all right. Let's pull this in. Let's talk about it. Let's go. Can I make this? Oh, wow. That's even better. Can I make it zoom in more though? There we go. On January 8th, 24, defendant Roman filed a motion to dismiss the indictment and disqualify Fulton District Attorney's Office. 8 co-defendants later joined the supplemented motion, raising additional grounds for disqualification. Among other allegations of disqualifying conduct, the defendants contend that the district attorney obtained a personal stake in the prosecution of this case by financially benefiting from her romantic relationship with Special Assistant District Attorney Nathan Wade, whom she personally hired to lead the state's prosecution team. Yeah, I totally don't understand this, because this answer, I mean, this right here seems to be spot on the money. I mean, this is what the reason why I think most of us, this opening paragraph was enough, in my opinion, to shut this case down. More specifically, yikes. Sorry about that. Let me move this over. Okay. More specifically, defendant Roman alleges the district attorney and Wade traveled together on multiple vacations, with Wade covering many of the associated expenses. And there's some legalese right there. Defendant Roman later supplemented his motion with receipts from some of these travels. My goodness. The state responded with an affidavit arguing that the district attorney had not received any financial benefit through her relationship with Wade, and their personal travel expenses were roughly divided equally. Wow. I don't know what I'm reading. I don't understand this. Wow. As alleged, the claims presented a possible financial conflict. Y'all, I know I don't have my glasses on. Dear World Christian does have his glasses. Y'all pray for me. Does that say possible? Does that say the word possible? That is the word possible, right? Right there. Possible financial. Are we kidding? Are you kidding me? Wow. Financial conflict of interest. It literally says a financial conflict of interest. Wow. I mean, how do you not prove a financial conflict of interest when, if nothing more, she didn't acknowledge the gifts that she was given? More importantly, the defense motion that the state's response created a conflict in the evidence that could only be resolved through the evidentiary hearing, and one that could not simply be ignored without endangering a criminally accused constitutional rights to procedure due to due process. After receiving 2.5 days of testimony during which the defendants were provided an opportunity to subpoena and introduce whatever relevant and material evidence they could muster, the court finds that the defendants failed to meet their burden. Of providing that the district attorney acquired an actual conflict of interest in this case through her personal relationship and requiring travels, and incurring travels with her lead prosecutor. Please make sure you keep this, because when you see and you hear of politicians and elected officials that are going to be using this as a reason why they can go on their fanny calls, globe trotting around the world, this is going to be what they're going to refer back to. They literally just said, it doesn't matter. Wow. It doesn't matter. There's going to be no way that you're going to ever be able to hold somebody accountable now. And I could be wrong, but this is not an equal weights and measures. This is not being fair and balanced. You saw that. Wow. Wow. Some of y'all's comments are electric, but let me get to the bottom of this thing. It's only 21 pages, but I'm not going to read the whole thing. Wow. The other alleged grounds for disqualification include forensic misconduct are also denied. However, wow. So now, all I know is the misbehavior is going to be at a fever pitch now. I'm sorry, Judge McAfee, this was not a good decision. That's fine, Dangerous. I could be wrong. Let me tell you, I've told y'all before, and I'll tell you 12 times before this is over with. I don't know what I'm talking about, but I'm gonna tell you right now, I can tell you right and wrong. I can discern right and wrong, Dangerous. And at the current moment, this is wrong. That's it. That's the end of the story. Because I guarantee you, Dangerous, you would absolutely not be cool with this if this was happening to you. So miss me, catch me outside if you really got a problem. DearWokeC@gmail.com, email management. However, the other alleged grounds of disqualification include forensic misconduct are also denied. However, the established record now highlights a significant appearance of impropriety that infects the current structure of the prosecution team, in appearance that must be removed through the state's selection of two options. Nathan is not the only problem, though. You do realize that Nathan was hired by his girlfriend. His girlfriend is the one that's going to be able to stay. The defendant's motions are therefore granted in part. To me, actually, after this, it really doesn't. At this point, it really doesn't. Yeah, it almost doesn't even make sense, because why remove Nathan? Who cares? If there was nothing wrong and there was no, all you're doing is just like, because there's a specter of a possibility of impropriety, not that there was true impropriety. Just let Nathan stay. Why remove Nathan? There's no benefit. What's the purpose of taking Nathan off? In my mind, keep Nate. He might as well. Like, Nate doesn't need to go either. It really is a tag team. Both or none. All right. I'm sure most of you all have read this or have access to it, but I am going to drop the link to this in the chat as well. If you want to look at it, it's like 21 pages. At least I was right there. Okay. I said it was going to be 30 pages or less. I didn't think it was going to even be that long, but let's see. And there's a lot of good comments. Let me pull these comments up. I'll come back to this in a second, because I don't want to miss some of these comments. Thank you so much. Hey, I appreciate you jumping on with me. I admit I literally just heard this and I said I would jump on. I appreciate the thumbs down. That really, hey, either way, if you like this content, if you don't like this content, is 100% okay with me. I just like, hey, give me one of them. Thumbs up, thumbs down. If you really don't like it, hit the thumbs up button 3 times. It really does help. Trust me, I'm a professional. All right. Let me get right here. I think it was the last comment then. Why did he never speak about the forensic misconduct? I don't know. She's tainted the jury pool, for crying out loud. I mean, it's going to stay in Fulton County, where she just sat there and did the church speech. Okay. I got you. He definitely played it safe, Queen Fab says, for himself. He knows she has all these ethics hearings coming up, so he's going to let the other entities deal with her. Yeah, I can totally see that. I can see that. Here's a thought. Let my people go, Based on the history of bad decisions by Fani thus far, the judge is giving them another opportunity to make a decision. I don't know if you meant that to be funny, but I see it. Like, you've been making horrible decisions thus far. Why not give you another one? I totally see it. I mean, this is a great point. She's too arrogant to step down. Wade has his money grab. Now, the bad thing is that Wade has his money. However, he's got that little problem of that divorce thing. So that's going to be real problematic for him. That's going to lend itself to some real interesting situations. All right, here we go. Turvant. Guys, somebody help me understand what nonsense is this. Okay, Judge McAfee decided that he's not going to throw Fani out, that Fani can stay, Fulton County DA's office can stay, but Nathan must leave. They must replace Nathan. I think that's the quickest, shortest summary I can actually give. And of course, most of us don't agree with that. Is this truly surprising? I guess let's all be honest. We've all had a spidey sense that something wasn't going to go exactly like we thought. So no. Where did they prove the conflict of interest? I feel they proved the conflict of interest. But, and I mean, independent mail, I feel they proved it. But again, I'm a pre-K law student. I have no legal experience whatsoever. So therefore, I'm just shooting from the hip. Oh yeah, I did watch pretty much every episode of Suits as well. So that's part of my legal bona fides. Let's continue bringing that back up. Where did it actually prove the conflict of interest? The defense focused on trips that they could have taken themselves on. The lying misdeeds are cause for not reelecting. Okay, I got you. He had to leave Fani. The good part is the public knows who she is and what she is about. Okay, I got you. How do you remove one without the other? I don't know. When she is the one that hired him. Can we get this on a t-shirt? This needs to be on a t-shirt. Something. A mug, a koozie, something, a Stanley Cup, something. I don't get it. Yeah, the trial is, okay, let's get this trial on because the trial is going to be fun. Not surprised, Michelle said. The judge gave clues. The dismissal of the charges was a bone thrown. The statement about when his outline was written was a clue. Oh, really? I didn't get it like that. He anticipated the response of the public. Okay. You know what? I'm good. I'm good that I just didn't get it. I didn't get it. This is it right here. He just didn't have the courage. He just didn't have the courage. I didn't, Elizabeth said, because the mistake was that the defense, except for McDougal, fought on conflict of interest instead of actual perjury or misuse of funding. There wasn't enough conflict law evidence. Okay, that's fine. Look, I'm just trying to understand. You all are helping me glean understanding. I do appreciate it. All right, politically, he had to leave Fani in. Well, here we go. Appeal. There's going to be so many appeals. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much, Shari. You've done an awesome job reporting on this sad situation. Grace and peace to you. Fulton County is a very hot mess. Yo, did they play it live? I think it was just not an announcement. It was just uploaded. So I just read over quite a bit of it. Deanna Willoughby. I just read over quite a bit of it right here. And I dropped the link to it in the chat as well. I'm gonna drop it again just for y'all. If you want to download it or peep it out, it's on CNN. But if you want to just get the actual order and the motion and read it for yourself, it's right there. All right. Yes, please help me out. Help a brother out. Can I get like 5 or 6 more likes? Help me out. I appreciate it. I know now. I'm sorry. I now know that I can get out of, man, that thing just moved. Out of anything by paying cash. Yeah. Okay. So I have a friend of mine that works at Delta, and I called him yesterday and asked him. He did say you can pay with cash. It is not easy though. And you're not paying at the counter. You got to go to a separate place, and is definitely more hassle than you would think, going to Kroger or whatever, Publix. So, but you can pay with cash. It's not common and it's not very easy to do. Okay. That's how he explained it. He didn't tell me all the ins and outs. I just asked for a high 30,000 foot. Can you pay with cash at the airport? That was it. I did miss a couple of little comments right here. They proved the conflict of interest the moment his twig entered her fig and got the green for it. Boy, you are out of control. You're right, but you're out of control nonetheless. I'm going to have to put you in timeout. Oh, I mean, this is probably it. Okay, I had an idea this morning. See, I had an idea because I was still thinking it was going to happen like this afternoon. I was like, what if Judge McAfee says, kicks everybody out and then quit? I thought that would have been hilarious. Like, yo, I'm kicking all y'all out, and then he quits. I thought that would have been wild, but the bad thing is now we're going to watch him be attacked by his opponents in his election bid. That's going to be crucial. So, this is some high level espionage here. Okay, wait. I bet Wade will tell Willis if she removes him, then he will ruin her. He may make her give the case up. Really? I don't see Wade going out like that. But you know what? At this point in the game, my hands are totally up. I give up. I don't. You know what? That could probably happen too. That could absolutely happen. Yeah, I just don't. This is bananas, man. All right, let's keep this game going. All right. And again, if you want the ruling, the link is right here in the chat, and I'll put it in the description as well. It's just I'm CNN had it, and I just pulled it off of there, so that's it. Yeah, this is crazy. All right, you didn't get it because you look for the good in people. That's true. That's true, and to a fault. I try my best to give people the benefit, even though they've proven otherwise, because I know that I need the benefit. I'm going to mess up. I'm going to do something wrong. I'm going to say something wrong, and I need people to be gracious to me because I don't know what I'm talking about. Okay, so I try to be as gracious to people because I also know that I'm a sinner, just like Nathan, just like Fani, just like McDougal, just like Boots, all of them. They're all sinners, and I'm a sinner too. So I try to be gracious to people. However, I think trying to be gracious in this regard, this right here, it makes no sense because it's not, you can't do this anywhere else. I promise you. Everybody that's end zone dancing, everybody that's kikiing, that's going to email me at dealworkseed@gmail.com and tell me how happy they are that I'm wrong. Guess what? You wouldn't be okay with this in any other situation. You wouldn't be doing this if this was happening at your job. If your kid came home and told you this is what happened at their first job at McDonald's or Chick-fil-A, you wouldn't be okay with it. So why are you okay with it here? I totally don't get it, but it is what it is. All right. That's the question. See, not only is that the question that you and I are asking, we're not going to be, hopefully, not being tried in a case where Fani Willis is the prosecutor. But this is now going to be the question that everybody asks, because everybody's seen it. What? Janice says there is proof that will get this dropped and the judge will have to testify. The way divorce court is going to be interesting. God wins. Red Sea movement coming. Amen. See, like even that, like Nathan Wade's divorce, is that going to be, oh my gosh, it's going to be a circus. Oh, so terrible. Oh, we already know. We already know, Queen Fab, that Boots is already preparing the appeal with Grandpa and the merchants. So the appeal will be very interesting. Here comes the rest of receipts of corruption. Just throw them out. Just literally just plaster them and just let it go. Like, I don't understand, Renee. I don't get it. The conflict is she is trash. You can't examine a witness when you are garbage. Your word is garbage. And how does she remind someone they are under oath in the future? I mean, come on. Can you imagine her standing before somebody saying, Mr. Smith, Miss Jones, you're under oath. And they just look at her like, are you for real? Amazing. Oh my gosh. Hit it 3 times, man, for the Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost. Come on. Cash is king, man. Cash is king. I mean, she got cash in her house, man. She got cash in her house. Man, that is crazy. I think the biggest thing is that it doesn't make sense. What would have made sense if he said, you know what, the whole team can stay. Then I'd be like, okay, I guess they proved nothing. Nothing at all. If he said, your whole team got to go, I'd have been like, okay, they proved something. But to split it, this is like splitting the baby. Nathan has to go. Well, why does Nathan have to go? You're not calling into question his qualifications. You're not calling into question his pay, his block billing, none of that. His IELTA, none of that. Okay, then why does he need to go? Personally, I think Nathan should appeal, that he should not be kicked off the case. What was proven that he needed to be kicked off? All right. By him leaving her on, can't they now get the contents of those text messages for appeal? I don't know. That's good. I don't know. Okay, first things first, I don't think the cell hawk data was actually brought in as real evidence. It was, what's it called? Proffer. It's like, this is evidence we want to bring in. Can you open back up the case so we can bring in new evidence? But because remember, it came in after closing arguments. So I don't know if they can get the actual text messages, which, oh my gosh, the text messages would be bananas. But I don't know. I don't know. That's a great question. Nathan takes the fall. What's to say the next special prosecutor does the same thing? I can't imagine who would want to be the next special prosecutor. That's a much better question. They're like, yo, I didn't pay my 3rd grade media center fines at Bumblebee Elementary School. I'm not coming up in there. Like, I can't imagine who would want to be the next special prosecutor. Grace and peace, Alton. Everybody, do me a favor real quick. Alton Johnson is a fantastic Christian content creator. He makes fantastic, solid content on a regular, daily basis, looking at all kinds of different commentaries and such like that. Can y'all go by and check out Alton's channel and subscribe to it? And then when you get done, just drop Alton in the chat. Just drop Alton, let him know that, hey, you're supporting him and the such like that. Great brother. Really glad to see you come by today. Grace and peace, my friend. Now, 30K a month is what he earned, but he didn't have to deal with her money hard earned. mean, but his integrity is garbage. He drug his former wife, even if they had a horrible marriage. I can't imagine what dragging your ex-wife's, or I'm sorry, your still current wife's medical issues out on Front Street, on Main Street, on Atlanta Street, because that's where the Superior Court is in Marietta, dragging your former wife's health issues and your sexual indiscretions. That dude is garbage. That 30,000 is not worth it. I mean, we all like that. That's crazy. But I just can't imagine like hating my wife, my former wife that much that I want to do that, be that dastardly. And again, I'm sorry, his estranged wife, they ain't even divorced. Yo, that's dastardly. There's no respect. No respect whatsoever. His speech about telling his kids was nothing but emotional tactic. Donkey of the year. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't know I don't know what to say because I'm really surprised. I'm like, yo, what I saw. So basically, what Judge McAfee said is, what you saw is not what you saw. Wow, he has nothing to lose. If Fani's successful in convicting Trump of a RICO crime he did not commit, I think Trump will take it to the U.S. Supreme Court if he has to. What? I don't think it'll get that far. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. To me, the house of cards has already started falling. But yeah, she's gonna need another special prosecutor. Oh my gosh, it's gonna be. And like I said, can I please get some kudos? Can I get a couple of likes for the fact that I told you this case is not gonna see the light of day until 2025? The election will be over. And whoever is going to be president will have already taken the oath of office, and this will still be in the process if it even gets there. Yeah, this is a great point. Truth be told, it may be a little difficult to get another special prosecutor. Who would really want to attach themselves to this circus? She'll have to prosecute the case herself. I mean, she's got to get somebody, again, I guarantee you. Okay, here's one. She's going to have to get a special prosecutor from another state. If she gets a prosecutor from another state, special prosecutor from another state, why did she not get one before? I'm telling you. She could have, let's say she gets a special prosecutor from Nebraska. She could have done that before and not hired her boyfriend, and we wouldn't be here. Because I guarantee you that's what's going to happen. She's going to get a special prosecutor from somewhere out in left field, because it's not going to be a Georgia special prosecutor. And they're going to be like, yo, you got to get one from Oklahoma. Or I heard there's a good one. There's one available in Alaska. They're going to move them down here. And I'm going to go back to my original question. She should have done that before. What's going on? Christian mindset. Okay, good to see you. Never met you before, but grace and peace. This is a total miscarriage of justice. I don't think we need to go past that first sentence. The judge could have done the right thing and disqualified her, lost his reelection, run in another county and won, and hailed as a hero and a just judge. It's going to get the comment of the day at the moment. Right there. Can y'all get, hey, yo, y'all see what Christian Mindset said right here? Can y'all give that brother like 4 or 5 likes? Can you give him about 4 or 5 likes for that? That's dope. That's it right there. This is crazy. Right in your face against the courts, and yet people will say everything is fine. Oh, trust me. Trust me. The phony, false, and fake churches are going to be dancing a jig on Sunday. I'm telling you. I am telling you. Oh, I can't wait. Because I'm going to be all over it like white on rice. Y'all, I'm not saying I'm going to be in church listening to my pastor in one ear and trying to scan through these false, phony, and fake churches to see who's doing it. But Sunday night, I'm probably just going to pull out and I'm just going to do a sermon review on one of these cats. because it's going to be a mess. You know it's going to be crazy. All right, what did I miss? What did I miss? Oh, there'll be some verbiage going on in the courtroom. Oh, absolutely. Okay, so the bill, excuse me. So the bill yesterday that was signed here in Georgia by Governor Kemp is basically an oversight committee for DAs. So now there is an opportunity. If I was tried by a DA that I felt violated my rights, let's say they got some evidence the wrong way, and my attorney was not, because I had a public defender. My attorney didn't care. He said, "Whatever. I'm only getting $12 an hour here. I don't care." But I now have an opportunity to go to this committee. I forgot the proper name of it, and I was going to actually talk about that, but this came out sooner than I had a chance to. So now I have another way to express my grievance that the district attorney violated my rights by, you know, uh, raiding my mailbox or whatever like that. And that's how they got the evidence. And my public defender didn't care. So there's another way to go about it. So that's how I understand it. But don't trust me. Make sure you read, trust, and verify. I knew he wasn't going to call her when he allowed her to come to the court like she did. Really? I thought that was the best evidence against her, in my opinion. But good to see you, Nakia. Good to see you. Grace and peace. Grace and peace. That's a great question. Does she keep spending county money on pursuing this case? If so, she has to let Nathan go. And then how much does she pay the replacement? That would be another great question. Who's going to come in there for less than $650,000? I mean, we already know how much you paid Nathan. So, what's her name? The female quit. Abati was horrible, and Nathan was unqualified. But who is she going to be able to hire for the regular rate? When I know that you was hiring your boyfriend, this case is dead in the water. Sure, he didn't completely scuttle the case, but who in the world? And everybody's going to be scrutinizing it now. So if she doesn't get a rock star, a true rock star attorney to be special prosecutor, who in the world is she going to be able to get? And Lord knows nobody's going to be like, wait, hold on, you paid your boyfriend how many? $300,000, $30,000 a month, baby. I'm taking nothing less than 28. I'm on sale today for 28.5. Let's go. Come on, come on. There's no way. This is a dumpster fire. All right, Janice says, timing of Governor Kemp signing how to get rid of bad fannies. What a start to the ending of a very bad movie called How to Turn the U.S. into United Soviet States of Un-America. Wow. This is disgusting. Her whole office is tainted. How would you say that they're not? How would you say they're not tainted? Oh my gosh, come on. Since she ran her campaign on taking down Donald Trump, she can't prosecute it herself. Conflict. That's why she was hired by. That's why she hired Nathan. Keep in mind, she was already been disqualified from other cases in this brouhaha. She was already removed from somebody's case because she was campaigning on behalf of somebody. So, to me, in an effort to again, as I said before, if you're in disagreement with Donald Trump, which is perfectly your prerogative, at least you want a clean DA system in order to prosecute this, so you know that you have a clean, because you know good and well, no matter what Fani comes out with, it's going to get appealed till the Supreme Court. I mean, all the way to the Supreme Court. You know that. Her incompetence will be entertaining. Now, that is true. That is true. Albeit in a very sad way. There are no good people. Only Christ is good. Amen. And that's kind of the narrative that we're kind of getting. Like, hey, yo, none of us are safe. If they can do this to a former president, then we have no choice. We have no hope. Okay, we're gonna start. I'm gonna name this channel the Layman's Legal Question Channel. You all ask the best questions, man. You all ask the best questions. Here it is. So, how does he not trust Wade, but he trusts Fanny? How does that work? I don't know. I don't even know anymore. I have no idea. I have no idea. I have no idea. Yeah, I have no idea. She has too much on her plate now to think clearly through all the ramifications of this new problem she needs to address. Well, yeah. I mean, I was going to pull up an article going over all of the problems that have come from her her testimony during the disqualification case. But once I saw this, I jumped on. I'll try to have it ready when I get on with Rick Caldwell from Caldwell Apologetics tonight. But it's it's staggering all of the problems that have come up since she did that about 3.5 weeks ago. It's crazy. All right. Oh, if he wasn't Gonzo Mom, I would be surprised. I'd be more surprised if he had not appealed that. That's what I'm saying. All right. Sassy and Free says the judge is a coward. Look, I was Team McAfee, and I really wanted to believe that he was going to do the right thing. But hey, he did what he did. It is what it is. I imagine Governor Kemp put that bill in play just for a scenario like this, but who knows? Okay, as far as I know, it was already in the works. However, if you want me to believe that they kind of sped it up a little bit or put their foot on the gas a little bit, I totally can believe that. To get it out this week or during this time period, I totally believe that. But it was in the process already because it had been approved. If I understood it correctly, it had been approved like last year sometime. And it just hadn't, they had to get some legal wranglings and all that kind of stuff like that. So I'm going to say, I wouldn't be surprised if they say, hey, we put our foot on the gas a little bit to get it through right now. I wouldn't be surprised. Conundrums in the building. What's going on, man? I've always said that staying on this case and facing ethics charges as well as disbarment are two totally different animals. Okay. And you're right. You're right, man. Anytime, any disagreement I gave with you earlier or misunderstandings or whatnot, you were probably more right than I was. So, but okay. And I'm just asking a question, not trying to be difficult. So if she's going to face disbarment, let's say that though I think her and Nathan should be disbarred because they lied under oath and perjured themselves. Why would she, if she's facing that, wouldn't that preclude that she can't do the rest of the job, aka try various cases? To me, that would just, and I'm totally just a newbie. My name is Jason, and I'm a kindergarten law school student. Well, none of this has anything to do with Trump's crimes. Absolutely none of this does. Defense cannot get the text messages. Okay. Oh, say, you know, I'm here for say now. That's Boots. I'm here for Boots all day. I'm here just to hear him argue. I'm just here. I'm here for it. Oh my gosh, what? Here is a question. The office director deposited the money into the IELTS account. They know that that's illegal act. Seems like the office is has systematic problems. Man, goodness gracious. Yeah, to me, I'm just like, how is this not, if nothing else, and please feel free to chime in, conundrum, if I'm mispronouncing, please forgive me. Isn't the IOLTA thing like pretty bad? And I'm assuming everybody in every state, every lawyer in every state has the same thing, the IULTA account. To me, that just seemed like a slam dunk that they're going to be in trouble. Yeah. Okay, I'm trying to see. Good morning, California Human. Good to see you. She will now go to her black church tour. Please let her show up at a black church this Sunday. Please. And a 7-day Adventist church on Saturday. I don't care if you go to a mosque or a temple on Friday. Please show up. Go to the morning and the evening service. Go to Sunday school. Just please let it be recorded. Please let Dear World Christian have that. At least give me that. You know, in the words of Tony Braxton, unbreak my heart. Please let me at least have that. She will go on her black church tour and say now God has vindicated her and her following his command to prosecute this. Please let that happen. Please. That will be the only thing that will make this better. The only thing that will make this more comical is her trying to say that. I can't wait. Please, please, please. Fani will need to receive a fair trial for her alleged. You know, I just thought about it. I just literally thought about it. This woman is going to try to hold the former president accountable for quote unquote lies when she literally lied on the stand. Trump can get up there and say, my name is John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt. What you gonna do? Oh my gosh. This thing right here, please, please let her go on a black church world tour. Please. Please. Okay, I'm putting it out there. She gonna be at Jamal Bryant's church or William Murphy's church. Now that I feel very confident in. Those are right there on the edge of Fulton County. She gonna be at one of them churches. And the one that she's not, and they're very close to one each other. She could be at the morning service at William Murphy's and the second service at Jamal Bryant's or vice versa. Please let her be at one of those churches, please. I'm telling you, I'm going to do a whole sermon review. I'll do a whole review of the entire sermon. All right, Black Cappuccino coming in here to hurt my heart again. I could tell the judge wasn't the one to stand up for right, because he allowed Fani to take over in the courtroom during her testimony. See, that's why I absolutely, positively love this community. You all are the true MVPs, because I just like the fact that hearing diverse thoughts as it relates to this topic. Because when Fani came in there and acted a fool, I interpreted it as Judge McAfee was saying, go ahead, run yourself crazy. Go ahead and show everybody how crazy you are. Because he worked with her and he knew she was crazy. And he knew that how inappropriate and unprofessional she was. But maybe he was. Maybe he just didn't have the cojones to pull in and rein her in. Maybe that's what happened. I don't know. So, you know, I just love this community. I'm just going to say it again, and I'll say it 15 more times before the show is over. You guys really help me out a lot, because you all, and I think it's fair to say, you all help each other by giving just diverse and different perspectives, again, from some people from other countries, for crying out loud, different time zones, different walks of life, different political stripes, and just hearing you all translate and interpret this information and how you see it is amazing. So, I mean, even if you totally think I'm crazy and you disagree with me on everything I've said so far, hey, I just like that you have a perspective. I agree with that. There we go, man. They both need to get themselves off the case. He has divorce problems and the state bar sanctions coming and probably more. To me, it seemed like, and that's why I was like, maybe I don't understand how the process works. Because to me, it seemed like, well, you're in trouble. And therefore, like for example, if a basketball player gets a technical foul, the whole team gets penalized for said technical foul. If a basketball player, punches another player just outright, he is going to get ejected from the game. And the team is going to get a technical foul. and the other team is going to get the ball and basically extra possession. So there's ramifications for that happen instantaneously. It's not like isn't that like soccer? You can get fouls and then you like kick at the end of the game or something like that. But no, they're instantaneously respond. So here, a player literally punches another player and they get to keep playing the game. But then after the game is over, after you've showered and such like that, then the other team gets to shoot technical fouls. How does that work? I don't get it. I don't get it. And that's why I was saying, like, I would love to talk to other people who really know what they're talking about, because I don't know what I'm talking about. Again, my name is Jason, and I'm a kindergarten law school student, okay? But I just find this very interesting. Tim Phillips, come on, man. To me, that just makes sense. There's no benefit for having Fani on the case because Trump is not going to get a fair trial. There's no reason to believe that you would. I don't know when she has to. I'm trying to figure out why Wade is still there in the first place. Okay. Why did they not sever ties with him well before? Did they honestly think they were going to keep him on? So I don't know. I don't get it. I don't get it. Yo, oh my goodness. Yo, thank you for these super chats. Thank y'all so much. I really apologize. I didn't say anything. Please forgive me. No more. I plead the fifth in Fulton County. It's now I plead the Fani. Facts. Amen. Thank you for the super chat, Kiana. Kim says, Shiba dog shaking his hips. Thank you. I think that's probably a super sticker. Yeah. And Paula says, the judge is ultimately a Democrat, and you know what that entails. The outcome was predictable and pathetic. I mean, I wanted to hold out hope and faith that it was going to go a different way. Because again, I thought what we saw is what we saw. Judge McAfee just told us that now what you see is not what you see. I don't know how it works. I don't know. I am interested in seeing how this is going to play out in the future. Oh my gosh, I agree right with Kiana. I plead Fani. I mean, people are going to. I know it sounds crazy, but this case sounds crazy. Let's just be honest. Why will somebody now be able to tell the truth on the stand? And goodness gracious, if Fani is the one holding somebody to, or her office says, "Hey, you got to tell the truth because you took an oath off." I mean, you took an oath to tell the truth. Like, for what? What does that mean? What does that mean? What does it mean now? And I might be oversimplifying it. I might be hyperbolic. Okay. And the first time it's done, you're going to be like, yo, for real? Well, see, TD Jakes' church is not here in Atlanta. It's in Dallas. Dallas or Houston? I think it's Houston. But so that's the only thing. She lives right here in Atlanta. So I'm expecting her to be like at the Dream Center, World Changers, all these other little Chitlin Circuit Baptist churches and whatnot like that. New Birth. It's going to be one of them Sunday. I'm telling you. And they're going to be talking about it no matter what. That's for sure. If I'm Sadow, I'm calling Fani as a witness to testify on the White House meetings. I mean, she lied about that, for crying out loud. Now, I will say this. I don't know if the White House meetings demonstrated a conflict of interest or that she was financially benefited, which were the two things that Judge McAfee was arguing. I mean, had to decide. However, it does go to show her character. And I do think it's going to show, definitely it's going to come into play during the Trump trial. That's going to be it for sure. Yeah, I would love to. Yeah, like that IOTA should be a home run, touchdown, hole in one. Everything. What is it with cricket? What is it with soccer? What is it in hockey? It should be every possible 10 out of 10. Everything. She gonna put some cash. Y'all are so out of pocket. Y'all are so out of pocket. She only goes to church when she needs sympathy. Amen. That is true. That is so true. You all are out of control. I love it. Yo, Lorna, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate y'all so much. Thank y'all for blessing. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. This has been, oh my goodness. I'm gonna have to. Somebody asked me, can I get some special emojis? I'm gonna have to get those because there has to be a fanny pack emoji. There's gotta be a backpack or a fanny pack or I don't know, a purse emoji. There has to be. There has to be. Because my goodness, in the morning, Fanny is. I can't. How is this even a thing? How is this a thing? How did we get here? For the life of me, how did we get here? I am just befuddled. I'm totally befuddled. I don't get it. I don't get it. Wow. Yeah, I totally. You know what? I got offline last night. And I totally forgot about that. Anyone have updates on bets that were placed? Glad I'm not a bet. Yeah, I would have totally lost if I was in the betting and they were betting on this. I would have totally lost. Yeah, I would have. Yeah, I would have hedged the bet, but I would have been in trouble for sure. I'm glad I don't bet because I would be penniless right now. This is totally to some degree, shape, or form. I kind of understand. Um, but again, what we saw, I think most of us watched some parts of the trial. I mean, I watched good portions of the trial itself, not just the highlight reel. And what we saw, and again, the closing arguments I felt were just so, don't come in here. Y'all, real quick, hold on, everybody. Hold on. Hold on. This is Violet Chakune from Berean Babes Podcast. Now, she's a solid sister. She puts out, again, top tier content. Now, y'all go over to her channel real quick, click on one of her videos and tell her, be nice to dear woke Christian. Please be nice to me. How dare you come here and talk about what did I say, Violet? See, y'all tell her to be nice to me. Help. Look, I'm in a fragile place right now. Don't be coming in here. Y'all go over to her channel. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to her. But tell her, be nice to DWC. He's in a bad spot today. He's in a bad way today. Matter of fact, I should probably turn the lights all the way off. Just like, a moment of silence. Just he's in a bad way today. Be nice to me, Violet. Be nice. No, don't be coming here talking about I told you. Look, Violet, stop it. Y'all tell her to stop. Be nice to me. Come on, help me out. Help me out. I'm your brother. Help me out. I'm in a bad way. But see, now here's my guy. Here's Rick. Bless you, Rick. Thank you so much. Rick Caldwell from Caldwell Apologetics. He and I are going to be on tonight live streaming about this topic. And so we're just going to look at it again from two Christian men's perspective. And we both live here in Atlanta. So he lives in kind of north, but we'll claim him. So we're going to both be talking about this topic, and we will not let people like Violet come over here and harass me. All right. Yes, I'm giving you flowers, Violet. You are correct, Violet. Yes. Everybody, Violet was correct. It hurts my heart to say this, but she was correct. Matter of fact, after you go over to Violet's channel and you subscribe to her channel, give me a like if you haven't already given me a like. Help me out. Help me out. Good to see you, Violet. Always good to see you. His ruling makes no sense if there was no corruption. I mean, his ruling would only make sense in two ways, in my opinion. Kick them both out or keep them both. Why get rid of Nathan? What did Nathan do that you got to get rid of Nathan? That wasn't tied to Fani. So then why can you keep Fani but not keep Nathan? I hope Nathan just goes whole scorched earth nuclear holocaust and appeals him being kicked off. Yeah, I mean, he's got his money. I mean, just stay. I mean, Let me say it one more time. And I'm going to say it 45,000 times before the show is over. This is the absolute best live chat on YouTube. Catch me outside. I will fight anybody who says otherwise. This live chat is the best. Juan says you need a J Hive. Thank you for the super chat and the laugh. Because see, I'm over here sad because Violet's over here end zone dunking on me. But then I got people like Juan Santiago who understand your guy is feeling kind of fragile right now. Don't hurt me emotionally. Unbreak my heart. I need to play that Tony Braxton. All right. Paula says, the truly sad and disgusting part is that Fani will feel justified. Full, unadulterated stop. That is true. And the bad thing is that all of these ne'er-do-well pastors and fake, phony, and false churches are going to be end zone dancing around this Sunday. I'm telling you, it's going to be a mess. Matter of fact, if they got Friday night service, they're going to be doing it tonight. And will carry on as if nothing has happened. Wade will stay on the case. Wow, but he has to get kicked off. I don't know how it's going to work. I'm just trying to figure out why he was still on the case, period. I'm like, why did y'all not say, hey, we're going to at least take you off the case? We'll finish up with the disqualification, but Nate, we got to get you off the case. But remember, Nathan is a contractor. He's not actually employed with Fulton County. I mean, is that not enough that she hired her boyfriend as a contractor, paying him twice as much as her? Okay, all right. I mean, at this point in the game, if you had said this to me yesterday, just an average man, I would have said, man, get out of here, man. You crazy. Man, be quiet. Now, you know what? It's very possible. Yeah, it's possible at this point in the game. Because what we saw, since Judge McAfee just told us that what we saw is not what we saw, there we go, man. I don't know what to do. I have no idea. I have no clue. Like, just let it be what it is at this point. Yeah, because I mean, it's ridiculous. Wow. Yeah, I mean, just somehow or another, okay. Can you get a petition for Wade? Look, I want Wade to appeal. Like, what's the purpose? Why did Wade get kicked off? At this point, look, black men for Wade, okay? Make Nate special prosecutor again. What's the purpose? Why is Nate removed? And I'm not talking about Nate the lawyer. Shout out to Nate the lawyer. What? Make Wade great again. Why is Wade gone? I don't understand. At this point in the game, I understand nothing. And I thought I understood nothing before because I'm a pre-K law student. But this right here is utterly ridiculous. Why is Wade removed? Just keep Wade too. See, I agree. This live chat is the best. I'll fight anybody. I will fight you on a plane. I'll fight you on a train. Fight you in the rain. Fight you on anywhere. Fight you in a box. Fight you with a fox. This is the best live chat. Tawana says, I'm not trying to be racist, but they've been trying to bring Trump down since 2016. They couldn't do it with another color, so now they're using blacks to do it. Discernment is the key. We, sadly, the highly melanated people will willingly, I did a video on this, we will absolutely sell our services to the lowest bidder. The absolute lowest bidder will get our allegiance. Absolutely. Boy, if you don't stop it, Fani will have a book signing after Sunday service. You know she will. It'll be a meet and greet for sure. If nothing else, taking pictures. Yeah, I understand a lot of people are throwing in about about donating to campaigns. Yeah, but discernment makes a great point. Trump donated to Hillary and a lot of other Democrats. I mean, sometimes it's just how business is done. I'm not mad at somebody for donating to anybody. Again, if he worked in there and it was just like, oh, it was office politics, so everybody just donated $150, in the office. Like, I don't understand. But it is what it is. There it is. BMW, black man for Wade. There you go. Why is Wade removed? At this point in the game, matter of fact, I'm going to make it even worse. I'm going to go full on woke. Judge McAfee is wrong because he's discriminating against the black man. There you go. I'm starting a whole new campaign. Let me go get a hat. I'm about to start a whole new campaign, a whole bunch of campaign of foolishness. There's no reason for Wade to be removed. He's discriminating against the black man. There you go. That's going to be so crazy. And the bad thing is, I can hear somebody saying that. I can totally hear somebody saying that they're discriminating against the black man, and especially since they kept Fani. His work product is going to be so, oh my gosh. Everything he does is going to be scrutinized now. This is the guy that had the whole report in his head. Thank you so much. Preschool lawyers are the best. Book signings, photo ops. Oh my gosh. Receptions. Oh, there's going to be all kinds of foolishness in these churches. And I'm using the word church extremely loosely. It's in his head. He ain't got no work products. He ain't work products. He got a steel trap for a mind. Really? You would have won if you bet? Really? I still would like to know if there was like some kind of bet. If there was some kind of, what was it? Since now it's done and everything's out, like were they betting on what time he would deliver it? Were they betting on who would be disbarred? Who would be removed? Who would be disqualified? I'd love to just know that, just to know, because I just think it would have been funny to hear, like, what were the bets going like? No, Russell, she's going to want cash. She only keeps cash. She doesn't do something like GoFundMe. She didn't even, when Ashley Merchant asked her like about PayPal or Cash App, I think she said, no, I don't use that. It's all about cash. She uses cash. The book signing is going to be epic. Fani Funny Outback. Man. This is, I don't know where this goes next. Well, it's going to be appealed, so we know it's going to be appealed. But like, I don't know what kind of new. Okay, so since it's being appealed now, does that mean the new evidence is going to be available? I don't know. Yeah, I don't think they have that class. Hilarious too. I think there's like how to handle off the hinge pre-K student, but that's all I got. Yeah, it's wonderful questions. Great questions. How is this going to affect the YSL case? Now, I know it's still been going on since this has been going on for the last 2 weeks, but yeah, I don't know. Who's the party planner in the chat? You need to submit your CV to Fani's office. That is true. Your resume needs to be in Fani's office by the end of the day. Let's go. Y'all are out of pocket. Tawana, I'm going to have to put you in timeout. You're going to have to go to timeout. No, you got to go to timeout. Bald guys got to stick together. Even bald guys with the comb overs. We got to respect each other. We got to support each other. No, I got to put you in timeout, Tawana. That's out of control. This was the biggest cop out. If he loses the election, no one of any substance will hire him. I can't disagree. I don't know where the disagreement is. I'm looking for the disagreement button and I can't find it. But if he had, oh my gosh, if he had done the right thing and thrown her out, he could have written a check to almost any, written his own job description to just about any district if he got fired. Now that's still assuming that he would have lost to Fulton County. Fulton County residents are tired of the corruption in Fulton County. So if they said, yo, this guy stood up to this, I don't think he would have lost. Now, but trust me, we're gonna be watching, boy. Watch. Okay, let me finish up what you said. Would hire him. McAfee's career might be over. History is going to rip him a new one, and his kids will see it. Yeah, I mean, yo, somebody, please put Shari Aguilera into a timeout, please. Please put her in timeout. Please put her in timeout. Moderators, please put her in timeout. She said the next female bachelor will be signing her. You are out of control. Y'all are out of control. Yeah, this no, this decision went from a dirt road, cool rolling hills, Sunday drive to 5-lane, 12-lane superhighway, Monday morning traffic. I mean, and you just like, where in the world am I? And I can't get over. Can't move over. At this point in the game, Russell, I no longer have any faith that they're not gonna elect her. I have no faith. This was the best advertisement to not reelect Fani Willis. Now, look what they got. Wine tasting every Friday. No, it's Grey Goose. They're gonna be rocking that Grey Goose. The Grey Goose. It's gonna be popping. No, Tawana, you got to go that timeout, friend. You got to go to timeout. I'm sorry. That was so out of pocket. What did he say again? Let me pull it back up. This right here. This why Tawana got put in timeout, just in case anybody was wondering. You so out of control. Y'all, the timeout corner is going to be full of people. All of y'all gonna be in timeout in a minute. The judge ruled like a blind referee. My goodness. I mean, he literally saw what we saw, and he judged differently. I'm not saying that you can't judge differently, but what we saw, yeah, you're gonna be in timeout too, Paulus. I don't know what we saw. I no longer even know what we saw. What did we see? I don't know. It's a different world. It's a different world. I don't know what happened. Fani's pride most certainly will be her demise, but I thought that what we saw was enough to at least be a wake-up call judgment for her today. However, I was clearly wrong. And I don't know what to say. Oh my gosh. All right. With the corruption we're seeing, we actually think Trump will lose another election. I don't know. This is the true statement. This is a very true statement. There's going to be so much content. And I didn't want to be like, all day, everyday Fani, but this is where we're going to be in, I guess. I mean, there's so many problems here. And I don't, now again, I know I'm starting from a deficit because I am not a legal mind. I am a former classroom teacher that at best just likes this type of content and wanted to talk about it from a Christian perspective. So I understand I'm already starting at less than zero. However, I am just perplexed. I have no idea how what we saw, which seemed like pretty straightforward. And now I was like, well, maybe it wasn't straightforward. They got us second guessing everything we saw. So it is what it is, man. I don't know what to say. I think most of us seem to be pretty unanimous, if you will. The overall perspective seems to be like, yo, this was not a carriage of justice that we can support. Matter of fact, I'm gonna drop here. Let's do a little quick poll. All right. Okay, so got it. The poll is up. Feel free to add your response to it. And of course, if you haven't already liked the video, please make sure you like the content. Let me know what you think. If you don't like it, hit that, the like button 3 times. Yeah, this is going to be wild. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to perfect my as the peach rots video. Matter of fact, in honor of that, let's do that. As the peach turns, all the drama unfolds. Secrets and scandals, stories untold. Hold on to your seats, it's gonna be a wild ride. As the peach turns. Ooh, yeah. As the peach turns, all the drama unfolds. Secrets and scandals, stories untold. Hold on to your seats, it's gonna be a wild ride. As the peach turns. Yeah, I'm gonna have to perfect that because I got a bad feeling we're gonna be needing a lot more. So that was the other one. The second one from We Watch YouTube. Shout out to them. Great channel that did those videos for me. Somebody just said right here, all jokes aside, I have daughters. I don't want them to think this is okay. It's so disgusting. I have daughters as well, and they know that this is not acceptable behavior. She's not a role model. My wife is a role model. My mom and others around in our community are role models. Fani is not a role model. No. And any pastor that elevates her as a role model, some stalwart, the modern day Rosa Parks, whatever you're going to hear crazy said, ought to be ashamed of himself because it's not acceptable. Right. It takes 2 to tango, but only 1 gets dismissed. I don't understand that. I don't understand that. That part right there. Well, then why do they need to be why? It makes no sense. I have no idea. It has been a wild ride. So I think it's fair to say, can we agree to this? That this chapter of As the Peach Turns, we can at least say this one's kind of closed. How do y'all feel about saying this one's closed? Even though it's going to be appeals gate for the next 2, 3, 4 weeks. But I think this part is at least a wrap. And I think that's my thoughts. I just wanted it to be closed out so we can move on. But we knew there was going to be appeals anyway, so that shouldn't be a surprise. Yeah, I was hoping against hope as well, Tina. I was really hoping against hope. I was not just trying to, tamper down enthusiasm. I really wanted him to make what I thought would have been the right decision. And the decision he made is not the decision I would that I would have made at all. But it is what it is. Right. Montag 451. They both should have been removed. Like, I don't understand why one is able to stay and one leaves. Only on Tubi. Because at this point, I think Nathan needs an appeal that he should be able to stay on. What's the purpose? Why does Nathan have to leave? I mean, I see no reason why. That white man is oppressing the black man by making the black man have to be stepped down. There you go. That's my woke. That's Jason X, the lawyer. We might need Jason X to come back for this one because this is ridiculous. He's afraid of his fellow Democrats. Okay, hey. At this point, I'm taking my hands off the wheel. Is what it is now. 2 + 2 is 5. Yeah, makes sense. Makes perfect sense. This is just wild. So I don't know how it's going to all pan out. I think it's going to be wild. They must believe them all, Corey. They got to believe them all, man. All the women's, all the chicas, all the women. But right here, He's a Republican, so I guess he's afraid to lose his position. But if he knows that he was what you call it, he was appointed by Governor Kemp, so he didn't actually win his role in the first place. So the likelihood is that if Governor Kemp had not assigned him, there would be a Democrat in that position. So therefore, the idea that he would, so now he feels like he's going to unseat or rather thwart a Democrat challenger in a Democrat system by doing Democrat things. Okay, I guess. Yes, Yolanda, the decision came out. And quick summary, Fani stays, Nathan's gone, Fulton County prosecutor's office gets to stay. Definitely season 1 is over. Oh yeah, there's many seasons to go. Yeah. Time for the defense to pull cell hawk data from all Fani's phones and all of judges and his family's phone. I mean, at this point, just scorch the earth. I mean, I have no idea why. I have no idea what Judge McAfee saw that we didn't see. But yeah, I can't wait to see. I cannot wait to see how Merchant and Boots and Grandpa get back into this thing and mix it up and tangle, because it's gonna be wild. That's gonna be must see TV. Absolutely. Yeah. And I just want to say again, like this comment I started earlier, this is a total miscarriage of justice. The judge could have done the right thing and disqualified her, lost his reelection, run in another county. Because remember, Fulton County is allegedly a Democrat stronghold. So the only reason he's there is because he was appointed. So you would have lost potentially anyway. If you disqualified her, you would have lost. If you kept her, you'll probably still lose. But let's continue. Another county and win and be hailed as a hero and a just judge. Yeah, I don't know how he's going to be proud of that, what he's done, because I don't see where justice was done appropriately there. But that's me. Okay, wait. Tervent says, yo, just read the whole decision just now. Judge is crazy, honestly. He says that Wade has to go, wasn't deceptive about the relationship. Gosh, America's in trouble. And both of them perjured themselves. Wait, it says Wade has to go. He wasn't deceptive about, oh, wow. Yeah. Can I say it one more time? Y'all know what I'm going to say. You already know I'm going to say it. Do me a favor. In the chat, write Juan. Write Juan. Because Juan needs to go into timeout. Because Juan is totally out of control. He said, I hear they're moving the trial to Tyler Perry Studios. Everybody type Juan in the chat. Juan needs to go to timeout. Juan needs to get himself over there. Timeout is going to be jam-packed for y'all. But that is so funny. Please put Juan in the chat. My family was watching Law and Order last night while we were on talking, and I kept hearing that. Dun, dun. Yo, Law and Order used to be my jam. Oh, it used to be my jam. Y'all put Juan in the timeout. Put Juan in the timeout. So basically, we have now learned. This is what David Stewart says. So basically, we have now learned one. You can lie on the stand. I mean, well, now we're going to say, I plead the Fani, Dave. So we're not saying you're lying. You're just pleading the Fani. So you don't even have to plead the fifth. You can just plead a Fani. You can use funds any way you want. You can yell out at the defense, and you can do whatever you want in court. There you go. I mean, we saw that. I mean, timeout is going to be hot. Somebody make sure y'all bring the popcorn over to timeout too, because timeout is going to be full of y'all. Absolutely. Oh yeah, you know Tyler Perry's writing that script right now. Taraji P. Henson going to be Fani. That we know. Oh my gosh, you know it. You know it's going to be crazy in the streets. Yeah, this is going to be a made-for-TV movie. The bad thing is that it's actually reality. That's the part that's sad. Is this a reality, not just a made-for-TV movie? You know, if you had said this yesterday, Lori, I'd have been like, no, absolutely not. No, 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 no. He's a straight shooter. The guy is going to do the right thing. At this point, you know what? It makes sense. It makes sense. Nope. Didn't believe that. Didn't believe that. Nope. But see, I want to understand, and whoever it was that said, I'm sorry, I don't want to say whoever, but I think it was, yes, okay. I would, and I don't want to just read the whole thing out loud because if I don't understand it fully or whatnot like that. But why does Wade get disqualified? That's the part I don't get. What did Wade do to be disqualified? Because please keep in mind, Fani was involved in everything that Wade did that would get him disqualified. The trips, he took her with him. The pay, she agreed to it. The billing, she agreed to it. What did he do? The lying, he lying about her. What was it that Wade did to get disqualified? I'm gonna read this before I go on live with Rick Caldwell today, but I don't get it. What is the purpose? I can't believe you thought I was a straight shooter. I'm sorry. I be trying. That's it. I'm done. Did they move to dismiss for political selective prosecution? I don't know. They should. I don't know. Ask Tyler Perry because this is a or Maury Popovich. This is just a crazy show. I don't think this is reality anymore. I don't know. I don't think. I think McAfee and State been talking. Kemp can fire her. I don't know if he can though. I don't think so. Because she was elected, so he can't really fire her. I don't think. I don't know. That's a great question. I don't know. Hilarious too. Perhaps sorry, clicked on the wrong one. Perhaps the judge got an offer he could not refuse this week, mafia style. Like I said, at this point now, I don't doubt anything anymore. There's nothing I doubt. There's nothing I doubt at all. It's crazy. But wow, man, I did not think that was going to go that way. I have to admit, didn't see that coming. He got me beat. I see you, Billy Brooks. I see you right there. Absolutely. Their elections are in May. Don't quote me on it. I want to say May 24th. It's in May for real. So it's literally like 2 months. Wade was a case agent manager, which means everything originated from him and was co-signed by Fani. So he is corrupt, isn't? So if he is corrupt, isn't the case? I think you have a great question. She has two already very experienced PAs on this case. Why aren't they enough? I don't know to continue. That's a great question. Well, I got another question. Weren't they there before? Because if you're talking about Anna Cross, I think Anna Cross resigned, and Abate, I don't know if he was. I don't think he qualifies as a great prosecuting attorney. We saw him. It's May 14th. Yeah, I believe so. I haven't looked it up, but I think it's May 14th. Amazing. Amazing. But it is what it is. It's going to happen. But this is going to be it's going to be news for a while. I'm telling you that right now. It's going to be news for a while. And we'll probably be right here. We'll probably be right here talking about it. Yapping it up. trying to understand it. Terrence Bradley is available for what? Valet at the Intercontinental? Because that's all he's good for. That's all he's good for is valet parking. He can manage the valets, but that's about it. Nothing more than that. Nothing more. Nobody's gonna trust him for anything more than that, for sure. But yeah, man, that's crazy. I did not see that coming at all. Did not see it coming. But I will tell you this. Tonight, Rick Caldwell and I will be going over this case, probably looking at maybe like Viva Fry, if we can get a guest. That would be great. It'll be live streamed on both our channels, so you can see it here, or you can see it on Caldwell Apologetics. And yeah. I don't know if he should have reclused himself, but at this point, he definitely made a decision I don't agree with. So, all right, wait. Rick Butler says DeSantis removed a DA in Florida for failing to prosecute. I wonder if Georgia has the same law saying the governor can remove. I'm wondering if that's part of the bill that was just most recently signed here in Georgia. Rick Butler. It's an oversight committee to oversight surgeon generals and prosecuting attorneys. So surgeon generals, solicitor generals. Sorry, that's a good question. I don't know. I'll be looking out. I don't even know what happened with Terrence. Man, I feel so sorry for those wives. My goodness, in the morning. I don't even know where to go with that. So that's going to be wild. But so tonight I will be going on live with Rick Caldwell. We'll be going back over this. I'll have time to read the case, have a couple of snippets and such like that. Might go over like Viva, might look at Professor Nez, might look at the lead, might look at Nate the lawyer. A lot of good people are talking about this, so I'm looking forward to hearing some new insights, if you will. But yeah, it's just gonna be wild. It's gonna be wild. This will show us how honest Fani is. There we go. If she believes Wade is truly qualified, then she removes herself. If not, then we know she lied about. Oh, there's no way in the world she's not going to sacrifice Wade. Wade is a sacrificial lamb. It's a wrap. She's going to absolutely throw him under the bus because I thought about it a little bit more. It's the desire that these people had to prosecute Trump. Their vitriol toward Trump drove them to do things like indict him before the grand jury came back, go on a speaking tour about how she's going to bring him to justice and indict him, and such of that nature. So they want this man removed. And we could have a discussion about whether or not you like Trump. That's not my discussion at all. My discussion is give the man a fair trial, give the man a fair hearing, and don't prosecute him for things that are not crimes. So I don't believe that she is going to recuse herself because the idea and the possibility of being the one to put Trump in jail has filled her mind with vitriol. And she's not going to be a fair dealer. We know that. And she's not going to deal with this case rightly. We know that. So therefore, she's not going to recuse herself or step down in order for a clean case because she wants to be the one to do it. Even though she more than likely is going to lose in a this decision world, I would have thought she would lose, but now I don't know, whatever. Now they might just say, well, Trump came in, he's wearing a blue suit, he's guilty. There. I don't know anymore. So I don't think that she'll step down. She'll probably throw Nate under the bus and I don't know, give him $100 million or something. Just write a check. At this point, it doesn't even, nothing surprises me anymore now. When you saw all that corruption on parade, and that man just said that there was no corruption. I don't know what to do anymore. Cynthia, thank you so much, Sister Grace and Peace. Thanks for the work you put into presenting this foolishness. Despite the ruling, your labor wasn't in vain. Oh, no. Let me tell you, the benefit of this was not the outcome of the case. The benefit of this was learning and growing with you all. I'm not trying to be funny. You all have taught me so much, from the comedians in the chat to the lawyers that have popped up to the lawyers you all have pointed me to. I've learned so much from this. So therefore, this is all, hey, I'm learning a lot. My name is Jason, and I'm a pre-K law student, okay? My bona fides are that I've watched episodes of Suits and Law and Order, okay? I know nothing. But being able to, as a Christian, look at this case and compare it to just some good common sense and what God's word says is well worth all of this. So I have no problem with it. I don't like the outcome because I think it doesn't do justice, and I think it's going to create far more problems than it solved. I cannot wait for Fani Willis to try to tell somebody they have to be honest because they took an oath to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. I can't wait for that. I cannot wait because the irony will hit like a meteorite. So, I mean, at this point, Rosemary's granddaughter, I don't know. That is a great point. And please understand, they ain't said the man got to pay the money back. This man made $600,000 in 3 years. Let's just say 3 years for easy math. How many of us make $200,000 a year? I'll wait. That's what I thought. So, and he just got his money and run? Okay. Wow. Yeah, he files his tax returns in his head. I mean, at this point, it makes absolutely, positively no sense. Nothing much. We watch YouTube. Nothing much at all. Just kind of chilling, hanging out, just talking, chilling, having a good time. So we went over a little bit of the motion document and kind of read a little bit of that. We also looked at some fantastic As the Peach Turns advertisements. And then now we are just kind of sorting through it, just getting a couple of comments in, just kind of talking about where we are with this, our understanding of it, and probably what's going to happen because of it. But yes, Wade was removed. Fani remains. I don't know why Fani is staying and why Wade was removed. I personally am against that. Why is Wade being removed? I don't know. I think we need to make Wade great again. I think we should protest that. On the case, absolutely. Yes, she can stay on the case. But she has to remove Wade. And the question we've been asking is, well, what did Wade do that he has to be removed, but Fani doesn't? That doesn't make sense. As the peach turns. What am I drinking? Eggnog? No, it was iced coffee with heavy whipping cream. I was going to try to make like a shaken espresso type of deal, but I realized that this was being that the decision came out, and then I just threw it literally in a mason jar. So I'm real Southern. I got a real mason jar, and here we are. Black Men for Wade. There we go. BMW, Black Men for Wade. That's the part I didn't understand. I would understand one or the other, like remove everybody or keep everybody. To me, I would have understood that. But to keep one, which again is the most egregious, Fani, but get rid of Wade, didn't make any sense. Because then it doesn't make sense. Well, if you kept Fani, what did she do wrong? She hired Wade. So why are you keeping Wade? I mean, why that would make sense that you fired Wade, but why would you not also get Fani out of the way? But if you keep Wade, what did he do? He was hired by Fani. Then why would you keep? So I don't know. That was an option of splitting, but clearly we're just making up rules as we go, I guess. I have no idea how that works. And real quick, let me drop that link again, just in case anybody came in and didn't get it. It's in the chat, but let me just grab it again. In the chat real quick, I'm dropping the link to the decision if you want to read it before, there's going to be tons of shows on today. Like I said, Nate the lawyer's on right now. I know lead attorney's going to go hot, and everybody else. I'm going to go live tonight at 7 with Rick Caldwell, and we'll just talk about it. It is Leviticus somewhere, I think. Wait, what do you mean? Oh, iced coffee's a heresy? Get out of here, Paulus. Get out of here. Put you in timeout too. But yeah, I'm looking forward to hearing you all's thoughts about this, and where you are with it. We'll love. They should, but now I was again yesterday. I would have been very dogmatic, like, oh man, that's possible. Yeah, man, they're gonna rally together. They're gonna push her. They're gonna disqualify her, and then they're gonna vote her out. And now I have no hope at all. I have no idea how this is going to go. I saw that we watch YouTube, and I will definitely be stopping by to check it out for sure. I want to thank you for introducing us. Can you drop the link to that real quick as well? Oh, this is if there was never a case outside of the Bible of unequal weights and measures, this is the case. You will be able, you could almost, this could be canonized in scripture of examples of unequal weights and measures. Unless McAfee assumed Willis or Wade gets dropped on appeal, he could be anticipating Willis staying on, but gets beat down on appeal. Just get rid of them, man. Like, if you had disqualified them, that would have been the right thing to do. Oh, moderators, can you please drop it? Here, we'll fix that real quick. I realize I don't have my own YouTube channel up. I don't have it up. Yeah, appeals are backed up now. I see. In my mind, I'm like, what's the purpose? Why is Nate being removed? Here, we'll fix this real quick. Okay. All right, you can drop that link now. We watch YouTube. You'll be able to drop the link now. Go ahead and drop the link. All right. Petra, you know what? The funny thing is, my intent today was to do like a little survey to talk to you all, because I figured, call me optimistic. I was like, oh, they're going to shut Fani down, and then we'll be able to just have a nice conversation. So my intention was to go live. We could all do our little end zone dance, eating popcorn, cracking jokes, and such like that. Thank you so much. We watch YouTube. Please go ahead and check out We Watch YouTube on Robert Guerra's channel shortly. When is it going on? It's going on in a few minutes. Oh, at 12 o'clock. Got you. But my intent was to talk to you all about what are some other discussions you all like to have, and just kind of, have a nice fireside chat, because we're all going to be like, oh, great. The judge decided what we thought it was going to do. This was a great day. Let's just move forward. Where are we going next? Now we're here. But no, there's some other cases I want to talk about. So we will still be talking about them. Sadly, Fani's going to be in the discussion quite a bit. So. All right. So, Robert Guevara, I know I'm pronouncing it wrong. Esquire is going to be live in an hour. He and We Watch YouTube. And by the way, We Watch YouTube is responsible for this. Ooh, yeah. As the pictures, all the drama unfolds. Secrets and scandals, stories untold. Hold on to your seats. It's gonna be a wild ride. All right, so that's that's when we watch YouTube. They're responsible for those kind of shenanigans. But yeah, I too had planned to come in here and just talk fun, have a good time. Like this is exactly what we thought would be, blah, blah, blah. But hey, the Lord saw fit to slice it a different way. So let's deal with it that. But so you're gonna be going live at 12. Everybody's going live. It's Gouveia. Gouveia. Okay, Gouveia. So Robert Gouveia, and I'm gonna go check him out and make sure I learn how to pronounce it correctly. We'll be going live at 12 o'clock. They're gonna be YouTubers talking about this all the way till next week. So I'm gonna be going live with Rick Caldwell tonight. We'll be coming back to discuss this. And I do want to hear what y'all think, man. Have time to read over the decisions, have time to unpack it mentally and such, and get in here and have some good discussions. But yeah, let me just check it out. Make sure I have subscribed to Mr. Robert and get myself ready, get my seat ready for this chicanery, aka this there's 130 people already waiting. That is hilarious. All right. Drop a hello up in there real quick. Cause some trouble. You know what? Again, if you had told me this yesterday, Ashton, I would have said absolutely not. I'd have said, let's go fisticuff. He's a straight shooter. Now I don't know. I can't. Nope. I don't know. I don't know anymore. I have no answers. I don't know. So I'm not going to even step into it. He might be clean. He might be dirty, but I have no reason to believe the either. So nope. All right. I'm just adding some things to this. Everybody, I really do, from the bottom of my heart, appreciate all of you. Thank you so much for watching this with me. Thank you for hanging out with me. I guess the peach, as the peach turns, is going to keep going. As the peach rots, we're in season 2 now. I guess we're in now season 2. I did not think it was going to go this way. Did not think it was. This is like watching a football game that ends in a tie. And a high yielding tie, like, some astronomical number. I'm like, yo, I didn't see this one coming at all. At all. I just think it's wild. So, no. Hear what I'm saying. Not giving up at all. No. Not giving up. It's just, I just thought it was like, oh, this is going to be done and over with. I like, closing chapters and then going to the next chapter. I'm a big book reading guy. I don't like reading a book and then like in the middle of the chapter jump to another chapter. So I like to close it out. And I kind of thought this would close out this chapter and it would go to another chapter, but now it looks like they're adding additional pages to the chapter. Oh my gosh. Oh man. My wedding ring has been on my finger. Actually, this is my silicone ring, but yeah, I don't take my ring off often. So, but I understand. But yo, everybody, thank you so very much. I'm gonna say this one more time. I know I've said it 1,000 times. I'll say it 1,000 times before. No, I expected him to drop it today. I expected that because now you got just Friday. He probably dropped it, went on and did some work. He's gonna do some whatever. And we got the whole weekend to unpack it. So I expected that part. I did expect that. Send it to me. No. Send it to me. I'm gonna make a whole compilation of all of the videos that I've collected. So send it to me. We'll just add it and say, well, this is kind of what we thought it was gonna be. But we're in extra innings now, so it'll still be fun. I'm sure it's hilarious. I'm sure it is. I'm absolutely sure it's hilarious. Please send it to me. I don't think Wade was in jail, but Man, craziness. Yeah, please make sure you email management if you have a question, comment, or concern. Everybody, thank you so very much. Let's do this again at 7 o'clock. I'm gonna go get the day going, but this was fun, and I'm looking forward to hearing your thoughts. We'll have more time to unpack it, more time to read the decision, listen to other smart people, really smart people, talk about this, and then pre-K law school students. But I'm looking forward to it. So let's do it again real soon. Lord willing, we'll do it at 7 o'clock. So everybody, take care, and until then, grace and peace. Take care.